What's going on? How are you? It's Motivational Monday. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Motivational Monday on deck. Definitely a Monday to be motivated by. For myself, Mondays are tough. What's up, Brian? Happy Monday. For myself, Mondays are always tough. It's hard for me to just, Mondays I don't like them. So I come on and I like to do a little thing called Motivational Monday. That's right. What up, Keisha? How's it going? It's been a while. It has. Hope you're having a good day, a good Monday. I do have a message for you guys, Motivational Monday, but I also have a favor, right? I do need a favor from you guys. If you could, give me some topics that you guys want me to talk about on Motivational Monday. What would you like me to get deeper into? Would you like me to get deeper into the mindset in recovery, where I was back then, and how I had to change the way I thought in order to change my life, right? Or we can talk about how hopeless I was and how I came from the bottom in my childhood, and how I could not, as a kid, we don't get to choose our parents or how we're brought up. So sometimes the odds can be stacked up against us before, with our parents, with their decisions and choices, and how we're brought up. Self-esteem issues. I have had, and I still have self-esteem issues. I can talk about self-esteem issues because when I expose my weaknesses with you guys, they become my strengths, and that's the whole purpose of this. Is my weaknesses turn into not only my strengths, but someone else's when I share, right? So this Motivational Monday, I was thinking, and I was talking to my wife because I'm the type of person that doesn't like to jump on the video unless I'm inspired. And I wasn't feeling inspired this morning with something to talk about or some motivation, right? I wasn't feeling it, and that's okay. But I didn't give up because I love to be inspired. So I dug deep, and I started going over my old work that I did back when I first started my recovery. And then that inspires me, right? It inspires me to speak about my past because I look back at it and I realize that, man, when I was writing this stuff down and when I was doing this work, I never in a million years would have dreamed that anyone would listen to me, that anyone would follow me, that anyone would like anything that I would put out because of, my past and things like that. But this Motivational Monday, I was inspired to tell you guys something and ask you guys that question to help me out with topics. Help me out with topics. Shoot them in the comments. What do you guys want me to talk about? I've been through a lot. I've been through prison. I've been through jail. I've been through multiple treatments. I've been through the steps. If you guys got questions on any of that, I will talk about that and elaborate a little more, especially on Motivational Mondays. This Monday, I'm here to tell you guys that if you're here or you're out there, sort of say, and you're expecting things to miraculously happen for you, like a sign or some miraculous thing that's supposed to happen to you in order for you to change your life, right? I did it for many years, and I thought that people owed me something. I never realized that I had to work my ass off to get where I am today. And I'm here to tell you guys that no one is going to hand you anything. No one handed me anything. Yes, I wake up every day blessed. Yes, People have helped me out, but no one helped me out until I helped myself, until I put myself out there and started to do the work and get my feet on the ground and start to walk forward instead of backwards. That is what happened. For real. No one, and then things started to happen. Yes, doors started to open and miracles started to happen in my life, but ain't nothing happened until I actually physically put my feet in front of the other and started to make positive steps in my life. It all started with the decision. Now that decision was followed by action. If I would not have followed my decisions with action, I would not be where I am today. And that's this Motivational Monday topic, is to follow your decisions up with actions. If you make a decision to do something, you have to follow it up with actions. Decisions are thoughts unless we bring them to life. So I made a decision to change my life back then in, it was October 15th, 2010 is when I walked into that treatment center. And that's when I started to and I didn't walk into that treatment center with the intention to change my life. I went in there with the wrong intentions, but what happened was a miracle happened when I was back there. Someone spoke life into my heart, and what happened was I got the courage to not only make that decision, but to follow that shit up with critical action. That's what we need. And I'm speaking on recovery and life change. Man, this is everyday stuff for normal people. It really is. It's common sense for normal people. But for myself, I had to relearn how to do everything. I had to unlearn my old behaviors and start to learn new ones. And in order to do that, we have to first make that decision and then follow it up with action, action, action. So today, guys, and this week, this week, and every day for the rest of your life, realize that these decisions that we make have to be followed up by action. If we make a decision to start a new career, we need to follow that up with action, to go out and try to find that new career. Either go to school, get training, do what you got to do, right? The same thing with working out. If you make a decision to lose weight, you got to get your ass off the couch and go and do what you need to do. Not everybody has to go to the gym to work out or anything like that. You don't necessarily need money to do these things. And that's what's nice. We can feel good about ourselves. We can do good stuff, and we can make positive change. But we have to do it on a consistent daily basis with action, action, action. I did for myself. That was me, right? I speak from my experiences. I give you guys my viewpoints, and I hope it can work for you too. 1 minute at a time, Candace. That's right. 1 minute at a time, sometimes 1 second at a time. It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. If it's 1 minute, 1 moment, 1 second. What up, Daniel? Okay, I like this. Keep them coming. Keep them ideas coming. I'm going to write these down, and I'm going to write them down, and I will elaborate on them more, especially this one. This one's key. This one's key in my life, for sure. I blamed so many people for my mistakes and slandered names, you name it, when I continued to make the same decisions as an adult, and there was no more excuses and no more blame. I need to own what I do, and especially as a grown man, I own what I do. Back then, I didn't. I wasn't a grown man. I was 25, and I said I was a grown man, but I was not. I had no idea what being a man was. Being a man's about taking care of your family and about taking care of your kids. It's not about how much dope you can sell and how many people's lives you can pollute. That's the truth. Being a man is taking care of your family and yourself and not polluting the world with bullshit. Being a man takes courage. Being a man, it also takes vulnerability to put yourself out there, to be of service for someone else. Because real men, they love each other. They don't strife with each other. Leaders inspire other leaders. That's beautiful. It really is. Leaders inspire other leaders. If there's something going on internally, then there might be jealousy and strife. Don't get me wrong. I'm very competitive and I have a competitive spirit. It comes with my character. But we can either use we can either use our characters as assets or defects. And I've learned to switch those defects into assets. Breaking the codependency cycle. That's right. That's right. Yep. We're going to get into that stuff. And what's nice is I'm going to come on to these motivational Mondays and I'm going to give you guys some stuff, but I'll also have guests that can come on if we do a motivational Monday, let's say interview at night. That's something that I'd be willing to do on this page. We have treatment professionals that are on this page. We have motivational speakers that are on this page as well. We have some pillars in the recovery community that can definitely come on here on Monday nights and we can motivate people. Definitely. You guys, the sky's the limit for this. Of course, my time and things like that. I have to schedule that stuff in and do that. And my time is valuable. So is yours. But the things that we find important in life, we make time for. And that's what I'm going to do. I will make time to do motivational Mondays. More of them. Just like we have Saturday Night Lives every Saturday, I would really like to hop on a live every Monday and every Saturday. I would love to hop on a live on Wednesdays in the private group Against the Odds. I would love to start doing a meeting. 10 people I can get on this platform. And in that private group, it's private. So if you're a part of that group, we can't share anything out of that group. It stays in that group. So I think that's a safe place to go live and have 9 people come on with me. And we can, learn from each other and grow from each other and develop bonds with each other through the digital world without the physical touch, and still inspire each other and still be there for each other when each other needs each other, because that's what this is about. I didn't make it this far because I did it alone. I did it with people, and I did it with a strong support network and a whole community of people. And that's what I'm trying to create with Against the Odds page, as well as the private group. You guys, I appreciate all your ideas. I'm looking at all the comments, and we have a lot of comments. I appreciate all you guys' comments. I am reading some right now. Sorry about that. Let me pop one on the screen. True. Absolutely. Especially the obsessions are still there. So I can easily lose balance with what I'm doing with work, what I'm doing with this. I need to make sure that I balance everything out, right? That's important for me. I can easily become addicted to work, addicted to cigars. You can become addicted to anything, really. We switch addictions. Sometimes we can switch addictions for good, right? For work, you would think that it'd be good, but if you have a family, you have to balance that out. So that can be tricky, but great question. And I'm going to pop on another hello from 40 years sober. Dee Dee. That's right. Congrats. Huge. Happy Monday. We got 5 years sober. Sarah Davis. Congratulations. Huge. Big shout out to you. 5 years. Big shout out to Dee Dee. Celebrating 40 years this summer. But it's one day at a time, right? Yep, absolutely. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Straight up. Little secret. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I made an announcement last week that we reached 90,000 accounts on this page. 90,000 accounts we reached. Last time I checked was last week sometime. Well, after our live on Saturday and Sunday and things like that, I went back in to see the accounts we reached this morning. And we are up to 104.4 thousand accounts reached. This is huge. We are spreading hope to the hopeless. You probably can't see it because it's too bright. But it's there. I'll screenshot it and I will upload it in a story. "60 days. Congratulations." It's so important to start over, right? Last Saturday, we had Cassie come on and she told her story, and she had multiple years of recovery and relapsed and made it back into recovery. Huge. I know for myself, when I relapsed after I had, I think, 5 months of recovery, I could not get sober until they arrested me. And that's the God's honest truth. I wouldn't have stopped. So I commend anyone that stops. It's very hard once we start again with the shame and the embarrassment to stand up and say and to recognize that you made a mistake really speaks volumes of your recovery and where it's going, because you're opening yourself up to be vulnerable. And when we open ourselves up to be vulnerable, that's when we are exalted, especially when we open ourselves up and then we help other people. That's really when the blessings come. Awesome. What city are you in, Dee Dee? Oh, I remember. Inver Grove Heights. Inver Grove Heights. So this is a motivational Monday. I hopped on. I was asking for some ideas for topics to do motivational Monday. I've also shouted out another vision or another idea that we can go live on Monday nights for motivational Monday and have special guests. I've also given a little bit of motivation on something that I reflected on. And today's motivational Monday, I would like us to think about, actions, making decisions and following them up with actions. Because if 4 frogs sat on a log and one of them made a decision to jump, how many frogs are sitting on the log? Anybody want to put a comment out there? And yes? It's kind of a trick question, but so if there's 4 frogs sitting on the log and one of them makes a decision to jump, 4 frogs are still sitting on the log because he just made a decision. There we go. Hillary, rocking it. So it is about making the decision, but we have to follow it up with action. And that's important, right? When we make a decision to lose weight or to get healthy or to start going to the gym or start to exercise, we have to follow that decision up with action. If I make a decision to cook my kids dinner, man, I better go cook my kids dinner. Otherwise, they're going to be hungry. The same thing goes with recovery. If I want to change my life, I got to follow it up with action. And in order to follow it up with action, if I'm really changing my life, I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to be uncomfortable. Straight up. I will be uncomfortable. If I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not changing my life, right? That's the way I looked at it. So my comfort zone should always be in check if I'm trying to change my life. I like to keep my comfort zone in check because it helps me grow and it helps me get out of myself. And it really, really, really helps me to find my purposes and my talents in life, is to really keep my comfort zone in check. Anyway, guys, Motivational Mondays, I love them. Thank you guys for tuning in to Against the Odds. I always appreciate your comments. I always appreciate your shares. We have reached over 100,000 accounts with this Facebook page. That's huge. That's huge. It really is. It's a huge deal. I would have never in a million years dreamed that we could reach over 100,000 accounts with hope, spreading hope instead of spreading strife and negativity. We spread hope here on Against the Odds, and we support positive life change, and we are a community. It's not a one-size-fits-all program. Everybody comes from all different walks of life. We've all had the odds against us. We have. It's on us till we realize that those odds are really old ideas stuck in our heads. And when we start to pull those cards out and start to play with those cards by doing the work and changing our lives, we get to find out that those odds ain't shit. And we can take that and we can change those cards that are in our deck. And we can work hard. And we can succeed because we are worth it. Right? You guys have a great day. I hope that this video motivates you to go throughout the week and kill it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share this video if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, like our page. Thank you guys. Rock this week. Motivational Mondays, every Monday coming soon. Peace.